Hello Emirates wannabes, so nice to see you all back and motivated. Joining the Emirates airline is super hard. It's the best airline in the world, so it's expected to be hard. The toughest part of the Emirates Open Day is the final interview, a one-on-one, face-to-face meeting between you and the recruiter. Hi, I'm Orlando and you're watching WishCasting. We do world travel guides and try to get you traveling for free by joining Emirates, one of the highest paying companies with biggest network in the world. Join our tutorials and travel guides every Wednesday and Sunday at 5 p.m. plus 2 GMT. Today's lesson is sponsored by the Emirates Wannabes Facebook group, getting you in touch with real Emirates flight attendants. It's the only online community made of Emirates Cabin Crew, ex-Emirates Cabin Crew, and aspiring cabin crew helping each other. Join now, it's free. Find the links down in the description. Only 1% of the applicants get to the final interview, and many get rejected at this stage. I've compiled a free mini-series of questions asked by Emirates recruiters at the final interview, including not only the answers you should provide, but also strategies and psychology behind these questions you're asked. If you learn the strategy and psychology tricks the interviewer is using, you get to dominate the interview the whole way. So let's get down to business and reverse engineer the Emirates interview.
Before we start, this link in the upper right corner is our masterclass series on joining Emirates. It's free, it'll always be free, and it's a goldmine. Trust us, follow it from the beginning to the very end.
What do you expect from a supervisor?
This is another trap question. Don't talk negatively of your previous supervisors. You're tempted to discuss experiences you didn't like and the bad moments you had to deal with. Try instead talking about traits and qualities you want in a supervisor. Focus on the team spirit and the integrity a senior must have to guide the crew. I expect a supervisor to be honest, with a positive attitude and approach, a guidance figure to offer support when needed, and to back you up when the team needs them the most. It makes an even better supervisor if he or she encourages professional growth for each individual of the team.
How will you handle long shifts? Are you able to work for several hours in a row?
Focus mainly on how you deal with fatigue, stress, and tiredness. Try answering in a positive way. Don't offer examples of negative aspects you've faced in your previous employment. Stay always on a positive note. Some flights can last up to 16 hours, Santiago in Chile and Los Angeles in the US. Your duties may start at any given time, 1 a.m. or 7 p.m. There are so many flights scheduled per day that the time of departure can be at any given time. When I first joined my previous company 5 years ago, it took me a couple of weeks to get used to the rhythm. But now it's become my second nature. I'm able to cope with time changes in different time zones, having day and night shifts, regardless. I learned to channel my energy by working out, having a balanced diet, and a proper pattern to follow before going to bed. It takes me seconds to fall asleep, and the sleep quality is always good, no matter the time change. Longer flights typically mean longer rests, and I'm really looking forward for longer, exciting flights.
Have you helped someone recently? A colleague or a client in need? If yes, what did you do for them?
Center your attention to skills that have to do with the flight attendant job position. Try using names of your colleagues or customers to show you remember and care about them. Find examples of moments when you offered help to a client or friend or a colleague at work where you had to put your customer service skills in action. Mrs. Khalas, a frequent flyer I often meet on our flight to Tokyo, checked in together with her baby. We weren't informed that the baby needed a gluten-free meal, so no arrangements were done. We only had fruits available, nothing else in economy class. After talking to our managers and explaining the situation, we managed arranging a meal from first class and delivered it 50 minutes later. We made sure that the food was warm and up to standards, together with some complimentary chocolates. Mrs. Green was very grateful, and I received a very good appreciation note from my cabin crew manager on my cabin crew profile.
How do you know our airline?
Show how meticulously you've studied the aviation industry and the airline you're applying for before the interview. Make clever remarks of the latest trends in the aviation industry and how the airline you're applying for has been adapting to them. You want to be perceived as someone intrigued by their airline, not like someone that just wants the job and that's that. Show your personality here, show your geeky side. To do this, watch videos about the company you're applying for on YouTube and sign up to airlines and aviation topics on Google News. You'll be notified of the latest trends and news on those topics, making you super up to date, perhaps even more than the recruiter. I signed up to your airline's newsletter and several aviation-related magazines on Google News to stay up to date on the industry, because it's always updating, you know? I've read about your impressive fleet and the recent additional orders you made on the latest Airbuses. I also flew to Dubai 6 months ago for my holidays and met my friends that work in Emirates, and I did get a taste of the Emirates Cabin Crew lifestyle. I can confidently say that I have quite a clear overall picture of how it all works.
Are you applying for other airlines at the moment? If you are offered a job by 2 or more airlines at the same time, what will you do and choose?
Be honest. Keep your answers concise and professional. Focus on the airline you're being interviewed by and mention only the factors you're keeping into consideration for your final choice. Remember that getting a job is like a transaction. Don't be afraid of being honest. You don't want to accept any job. You want the job that best fits and suits your career goals and ambitions. Show the recruiters that you're not begging for this job. Show them, without being overconfident, that you have options to choose from. Make it subtly clear that not choosing you won't be the end of your life, but could be a great loss for them. I won't hide the fact that I always take into consideration several factors for my decision making and final choice. Your airline seems the perfect fit for my career aspirations and goals. I will choose the employer that best fits with my career aspirations. Now that's it for today's video. We want to thank you for watching till the very end. We thank you for your support and following. It's oxygen for us.
We're trying to reach 10,000 subscribers, and only your help can make the difference. Subscribe, comment, like, and share if you care supporting us. Feel free to take a look at our popular low-cost travel guides here. Check our entire free Emirates MasterClass course here. We'd love to know your experience in the comments below. If you have any other questions, just ask and I will reply. As always, it's my pleasure to do videos. Hope you liked it, and keep it rolling, guys.